we go. View your admission letter. Okay.
It all began in the summer of 2009 when I had crooked bangs, a missing front tooth, and an astonishingly red sunburn on my face. My parents signed me up to play this thing I had never heard of before, called T-ball. I don't remember much from those days, but my parents told me that we all looked silly running around with helmets too big for our heads and swinging and missing at balls that sat completely still on a tee. My little 6-year-old brain never could have imagined how quickly I would fall in love with this game. A game I later found out was called softball. Before I knew it, I was spending each weekend at the softball field playing for my local rec ball team. Soon enough, weekends turned into weekdays, and shortly after that, I decided to join my first ever travel softball team. This is when the fun really began. I was a tiny monster on the softball field. Believe it or not, hitting home runs was my specialty back then, and the attention I got from it only fueled my fire even more. There was nothing I loved more than spending hot summer days on the field with my best friends, getting filthy from all the diving and sliding in the dirt that we did all day long. If you played travel softball when you were younger, then you know nothing tops swimming in the hotel pool with your teammates after a long day of games. As I got older, I soon realized that life isn't always just fun and games. In middle school, I decided to join an extremely competitive travel team that would put me in the eyes of hundreds of college coaches and play me against the best softball players in the country. Many people work their first job as waiters for restaurants or baristas at coffee shops, but softball was my first job. Being on such a competitive travel team came with the responsibility of learning how to manage all of the traveling with school, sleep, family time, and friends. No longer was I driving 20 minutes from my house to the softball field. On weekends, I was leaving school early on Friday afternoons to catch a plane to Southern California or to drive 3 hours to stay overnight in a hotel. On weekdays, I rushed from my last class to the car where one of my parents drove me to practice that was 3 hours away. When you're driving from 2:10 until 5 p.m., then practicing from 5:30 until dark, and getting back in the car to drive home, you have to learn how to do your schoolwork in the car. Otherwise, you're screwed. Not only is handling all the schoolwork difficult, but missing out on countless football games, birthday parties, and group hangouts is a given. Saying the phrase, "Sorry, I can't, I have softball," became my specialty. Regardless, my love for the game persisted. In fact, my love only grew more.
A scorching liner is caught by Panuu, and she doubles up the runner at first. The Cats face the minimum number of batters through 2. Top 3, Panuu scorches this ball, and this has triple written all over it. She's on her way to third when the ball gets away.
Through years of softball, I was able to learn that success only comes with persistence, patience, and practice. Attributes that will help me triumph later in life. And even more importantly, I have been able to create lifelong friendships with girls that I never would have connected with if it weren't through the sport we love. I have been mentored by brilliant and influential people who have devoted thousands of hours of their lives to help me become the strongest version of myself. Through softball, I realized that I have the strongest support system on the planet. Unlike most people, I have 2 brothers who have come and root for me at every single game I have played, and I have 4 parents who are willing to give me everything they have to help me succeed. To sum it up, I am the luckiest girl on this planet. Without my family encouraging me through all the tears, heartbreaks, bad games, wins, losses, long drives, and thousands of hours of practice, I never could have made it.
I got it!
Yeah! Why don't you read it a little bit?
Dear Alaana, congratulations. I'm honored to offer you admission to the class of 2025 at Dartmouth College through our binding early decision option. You offered an impressive application for us to consider, and I invite you to join our class of 2025. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is really exciting. Okay.